Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're taking a look at the Narutop99 exclusive edition Kakashi Hatake. This was an SDCC exclusive, as you can tell from the exclusive edition and the 4 on the box. They just started doing that to show you like what numbered exclusive you purchased. To be completely honest with you, don't understand why this guy was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive or just a con exclusive in general. I didn't think he needed all that fanfare. I think exclusives should just be reserved for repaints and recolors, not for like a figure with all new accessories, all new faceplates. That shouldn't be limited and or expensive. So to take a look at the box, that's not just this brown boring shipper box. Here he is. This is what it looks like. You can see the figure here. You can see some of the accessories that he comes with. Matches all the Narutop 99 boxes, and I really like these boxes. I honestly wish they just do all the Naruto characters from this. I know it's only like the top 20 Naruto characters, but like the Shikamaru, I think he totally deserved a top 99 version instead of just regular Shikamaru, and then they'll resell us that buck to make a top 99. But I digress. Anyways, side of the box, boring. Back of the box, you see the big artwork, which, I mean, hopefully we get everybody else. Honestly, all I want is Shisui and Obito up here, if we can get them. Any of the Hokages would be really nice to get too, but those two guys are ones I really want. And then you see some poses of Kakashi here. So let's crack him open and see everything that he comes with. And here's Kakashi out of his packaging. I really like this color scheme, the darker undersuit with the lighter green tuning like vest or whatever they want to call it. I think that looks really nice. And like mixing and matching pieces will be really cool for the, if you have the original version. I guess if you're willing to like pull them apart, but be super cool. There's no shading really on him. I mean, there's a little bit on his vest, like right down here. It's like a darker shading, darker green. You can kind of see that. Then on the back, you can kind of see it too. And it kind of runs up here where it's got his little trademark. But pretty much everything else is molded in the color plastic it's supposed to be in. The little swirls look good. I wish they could have painted the clasps here. I don't know if these are supposed to be painted, but I feel like they are. The wraps on his legs are cleanly painted. His hands, the metal piece on the back is clean. The wraps on his legs are clean, and then the toes are very clean compared to like original Naruto SH Figuarts toes, which are just like, they just slapped paint on there and called it good. Then the back, his little pouch here is nicely sculpted. There's no differentiating paint. And then taking a look at the head, that looks really good. That's Kakashi right there. I have the original Kakashi from like way back in the day. Don't know where he is in the totes I have, but I can tell you for a fact, this head sculpt and hair sculpt looks way better. Like very nice. And then he's got the bandana piece here, the bandana ties that are pretty soft. But yeah, this figure looks great. And it's just as great as the original one, or the first release of this body mold. So let's take a look at the articulation. So to look up, Kakashi doesn't really do that. 1, the headband's in the way. 2, this neck piece is in the way, and it's not very soft. I'm still torn as to with like it's soft at all. I mean, it kind of flexes up here, but it's not soft, if that makes sense. He can look down. Oop, try not to use his abdomen for that. But he can look down about that much, which isn't a ton, but he is pretty tall, so I guess he's good on that front. Arms go up about this much, pretty good. Also, the head can tilt side to side. It's just par for the course. You cannot turn his head all the way around unless you want to scrape paint. But the arms do have bicep swivel. They do have double jointed elbows, which is really good. They get better than 90. And then for a butterfly joint, it kind of can go in. I mean, he can kind of cross his arms, but not really. This is as far as they go in, and then from the back, you don't really see it extending. Even like trying to pull it like out, they're not really going much further. So that's all you're gonna get. which I don't mind. I mean, I think it's good. Of course, can he always have more for the price point? Yes, but is it good enough? Also, yes. His wrist is on a standard ball hinge, so you can get that to do whatever you want it to do. Go in, out, spin it all the way around. And then for the torso, both joints go back about this much, and then both joints crunch forward about this much. Not bad. There's no gapping in the back, which is good. The only thing, like if you're taking pictures and if you want to, you can go ahead and try to erase this with some paint remover, but be careful because you might take off the shading too and it might look weird in the back. You can definitely do that. For the splits, this body mold is great for doing the splits, so he can split about that much. He does have a upper thigh swivel, and it's on like a ball joint, so you can kind of like wiggle around. He could kick forward about that much, which is great. He does not kick back because on these 3.0 bodies they sculpted the butt so it doesn't move back whatsoever. He does have double jointed knees, which look pretty good, and it has cool sculpting here with the seams of the pants, so it kind of falls all the way through. Looks good. And then for the foot, it does swivel right at the top of the wrap here. It does not swivel below the wrap here, but it swivels at the very top of the boot, or like I guess below this cuff piece, and this cuff piece is soft, but it swivels there. His foot can go all the way up, which is awesome, all the way down, which is awesome, and then he's got great ankle pivot and a toe joint. And then the bottom of his shoe, or ninja booty slipper thing, is sculpted, so it looks pretty good as well. And that is it for his articulation. As good as all the other Naruto figures that they've released in like the 2.0, 3.0 configuration. No complaints there. Yeah, so let's take a look at his accessories. So for accessories, Kakashi comes with a lot of nice stuff like the original one did. So for faces, he has, I think it's 4 or 5, including the one he has on. So he has this one here that's looking off to the side with the Sharingan in it. And I want to see if I can zoom in close to kind of see that. But you can kind of see it's the Mangekyo Sharingan there in his eye, which is pretty cool. And then he has this one right here, which is when his mask is up, and he does come with different hair. So you have the mask up and the mask down look. That is nicely printed. He's got a wide-eyed face, and you see like a little bit of his eyebrow peeking out. I like this face a lot. And then he's got the face where one eye is closed, and then his Sharingan is activated. Again, it's the same Mangekyo Sharingan, so that's pretty cool. And then he comes with the alternate hairpiece. This is sculpted really nicely, painted really nicely, and this is for when you want his mask to be, or I guess his headband to be down, that's what it is. So you just plug this in. Be careful, his hair is super sharp, so you will stab yourself if you're not careful in where you grab it. But, and you can push that in a little bit better, but that's what it looks like when you use this head sculpt. And then this one was the one I had on him. In the figure, he comes with the one that has the, normal Kakashi look, basically. But this is the one that actually comes as an accessory with the figure, which has his headband all the way up, and you can see his eyes, which is cool. I'll put his head back on. I'll keep the masked one on, or the one where the headband is seated a little better, or seated down. It's kind of hard to put his head back on his body. You have to like angle it towards the front and then push it on there, which can kind of be a pain sometimes. But beyond his faces, he does come with a bunch of hands. So these are the new hands to hold one, or I guess a pair of his accessories. These are nicely sculpted and painted. Fingernails aren't painted, but they are sculpted on there, if you can kind of see that. So He has a pair of those. He has a pair of hands to do the 1,000 Years of Death, which is really funny. I don't remember if Kid Naruto came with hands like this. I'll have to pull them out and see in the comparison section. He has this pair of splayed out hands, which is really nice for poses. And these are, again, really sculpted nicely. You can see the wrinkles in the gloves. And the knuckles here. He has a pair of clenching hands, or you can call these Chidori hands, but he doesn't come with any electric effects, so you can steal one from Sasuke. He has these kind of semi-clenching. You could also probably use them as relaxed hands, but you can see the nails clear on these hands too. These are nice. And then he comes with a pair of jutsu hands. And they do have like a little opening here, but I'm pretty sure you can't fit like a second jutsu hand in there. It's like if you were to try to do like this or something, it's not like you can't get that to do anything. And then he has one hand that is used to pull down his mask or his headband over his other eye, which is pretty cool. And then why he's called Top 99 is that he comes with these really cool weapons. They're really painted nicely, sculpted nicely. They are kind of sharp and a little fragile, so be very careful. But you see they have 99 in the center, and then they have kind of like a sparkly gunmetal, and then the silver lining the edge, which is really cool. And that's what makes him Top 99, besides the coloring. But that's all of his accessories. Let's get into some size comparisons. Okay, so for size comparisons, first off, we're going to take a look at the original 3.0 Kakashi versus the Top 99 version. And again, you can see the color difference. This has that navy blue undersuit with the darker green, and then you have the darker, like a almost blackish gray undersuit with the lighter green here. Everything else pretty much the same. The hair, I guess, on this guy is a little bit darker. The skin tone is a little bit more muted, just a little bit. And then you can kind of see if this guy would stand up kind of straight. But you can kind of see how they look compared next to each other. I still like the original color scheme. I just really like the darker undersuit. So if I could, like, basically take his legs off and arms off and put it, like, just do a swap like that, I don't mind it. I think I would like that a lot. But they do stand at the same height because it's the same body. And then an interesting thing to note is that the original one comes with this smiling Kakashi head, where like he's, you know, happy teacher mode, which the Top 99 one does not. But they still come with, like, they both come with the wide open eye face. And then they both have the Sharingan faces, so these are the exact same mold, just different paint. So they both have Sharingan and then Mangekyo Sharingan faces. And I don't think that there's another difference with faceplates anyway. But he does, the original Kakashi does come with the Makeout Paradise book. So if you want this, or even if this isn't Makeout Paradise, I don't know, whatever naughty book you like to read, the original Kakashi comes with that. And I think he does come with a hand to hold it, which the Top 99 version does not, because he doesn't come with this book. So you could put this hand on the Top 99, but of course it's not going to match color-wise. If you don't pay too close of attention, you're not going to notice it. But yeah, that's what these two look like together. And then here's Top 99 Kakashi with Top 99 Naruto and then Kid Naruto. I think the Top 99 figures look good together. They all have different colors. So, I mean, looking at the back of the packaging here and the artwork, I guess that matches up. I mean, I guess because, you know, when you're drawing something, it's a little different, but the colors still, I think, look really good. So if you have this whole line, if they eventually complete it all, I think they'll look really cool on your shelf, and if you get them all in that pose, it look really awesome. But you could also use this Kakashi if for some reason you brought the exclusive and didn't buy the original, you could have him stand in with Team 7, and I think that'll look pretty good as well. And to compare him to other ninjas from other lines, we have the Revotech Amazing Yamaguchi Ryu Hayabusa and the G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes. Again, I mean, Kakashi is bigger than normal SH Figuarts. The Naruto line scales a little bit differently, but I think he looks good next to Revotech and next to a domestic figure. And here's Kakashi standing next to an SH Figuarts Full Power Super Saiyan Son Goku and the Demoniacal Fit Dragon Ball Heroes Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Again, I still think they look pretty good together. They're all anime figures. Goku's built differently than Kakashi, you know, build-wise. So it might look a little weird if they're just standing randomly on your shelf, but in some action poses or, you know, you just have like a Shonen Jump shelf, I think this will look pretty cool. And last but not least, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure and a NECA Movie Leonardo figure. The TMNT team and Naruto are actually having a comic book crossover. So if you wanted to do some of that kind of posing on your shelf, that'd be pretty cool. And then for Marvel Legends here, he does stand pretty close to being as tall as Spidey. So I even think that any kind of crossover with Marvel would be pretty cool too. And it would work out on the shelf and in pictures. So for final thoughts, is he worth buying? No. Does he look cool on the shelf? Yes. Again, I don't understand why this is a premium Bandai exclusive. All Narutop99 figures should have just been a regular release. They didn't even give this guy his book or the other smiley face that he had with the original figure, and I doubt that that would cost them any more money to do that because this figure is already at a markup because it is an event exclusive. But yeah, I mean, if you have random cash laying around, you really love Kakashi, and you really want to complete the Naruto 99 version line, like for all the other characters, then please, by all means, feel free to grab this Kakashi, but I don't think that he's a necessary figure. He is fun to play with. I do enjoy him. I do have expendable cash to be able to get this guy, so I did pick him up, but I definitely don't think he's worth being an event exclusive, even though he is pretty cool. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Did you grab this guy? Do you think that he's worth it? Do you hope that they stop making these kinds of figures event exclusives? I hope they don't continue down this path personally, but you can't stop Tamashii Nation, so what'll we do? But yeah, again, you can find this guy on Premium Bandai if he's still up for order. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Take care and have a great rest of your day.